Hello, Spidey. What's up? Are you staying out of trouble? Staying out of trouble or creating trouble? I don't know. Have you? Did you ask the tree if it's okay? Oh, man. Oh, any help that could be given by anyone. I'm still collecting donations. Um, this These eBay payouts are so freaking slow. It's ridiculous.
More. This is the tragic story of all female stars who died young, 2025.
Hmm. No, I'm not travel. Um, I get your cash up. Let me see. Yep, I sure did. Thank you so much. Yeah, I need to do a bunch of stuff. I have to get an Uber so I can start moving. I gotta do it. The best way to move, like I get an Uber van to move my stuff to storage. I gotta get to the airport and make sure I can. Luckily, yeah. So I'm a little troubled there. These eBay payments are slow. They're slow. It's like 3 days after like the item's delivered, and yeah, kind of stinks. You don't have to sign. It's not a credit card. It's a debit card, Bridge, and you don't have to sign up for it. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff to do. Let me see if my Patreon has processed yet. It usually doesn't till like the 8th or so. Payouts. Nope. The 9th. It doesn't happen to the 8th. Yeah, 9th. Yeah, a little trouble. And I want to get my site up. You know, the Esoteric Shinto site. So it has a bunch of stuff. I have a forum on there. I have journals. You can do a dream journal, and people can comment on it. You can talk about the forums. It's pretty cool. Yeah, post stuff. Does anyone have any ideas that they would like to see implemented into the website? Of course, there's going to be a store and that stuff too. I just have to pay a guy $20 or $30 to help me implement it into my domain name. I've never done it with a stack before. I've never transferred it over, so I need someone to show me how to do it. Oh yeah. Then I'm going to get back into my language learning apps I've been building. I need to finish those up, get them on the App Store and that stuff. Well, if you guys want to build up this community, if you think it's helpful, you guys know what to do because it's going right to it, right? So I want to expand things out and give people things to do. I want people to feel like they're always on their own. I think that's something I haven't done a good job of. Okay, I will. I was thinking about an app, but I don't think I'll do that. I could add a downloaded MP3 to the store. I could do some of that. And it's like building all this stuff out and just having like one person purchase it is kind of like, not the greatest thing. So like I mean, like even like you're, and it doesn't do well for business. Like with your T-shirt that you ordered, I want to get those out, right? But as soon as the money hits my account, a bill takes it, and I have to get more money to buy the shirt, get the shirt printed and sent out. That would be fine, though, if more people were buying shirts and stuff. But my Etsy store is down because I couldn't pay the bill for that. It's yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get it out, but that's kind of where we're at. I need to. You mean what? Once what is built, that is done. It is done. It is, the website is built. It is completely finished. Okay, think it's still accomplished, but it's just like, slow. Oh, you bought for my wish list? When? Today? I need to. I'm going to be in Japan in a few days. What'd you pick up? Oh, my light. Yeah, that was a while ago. But thank you. See, and I use these lights. That's that's from the light that you purchased for me, so that you all could see me better. I would like to, put it all towards plastic surgery. However, it's not what this is for. That's for. So maybe some fillers for. Where do I need fillers? And $47.90 for hosting, 30 to pay this guy. You're not gonna get a lotto win. I'm sorry. It's very. You have a better. Oh, I don't say that. I mean, maybe. I don't want to jinx it. That'd be nice. But people say that it's really hard to win. Very, very hard to win. The lottery. Yeah, I wouldn't. That collabing on some energy work for the lotto is like throwing all of your energy into a giant black hole. Don't do it. Did she really? Oh, that's nice, but not impossible. It's not impossible. Oh, gosh, there's better ways to make money than the lotto. All right, you guys ready? It's been 30 minutes. Well, every time I go to the casino, I play roulette and do the roulette trick. It's easy. You just double up every time you win and go back down. You just build up more and more. Yeah, it's freaking, it's. I don't want to say retarded how much it works, but it does work. You feel like James Bond, and you just don't go overboard. Once you get to like that 30, 40K, you leave. I mean, when I could ever get to Vegas. Yeah, see, I don't trust the online stuff. All right, you guys ready? Although I do know people who make a living from it. It's crazy. Yeah, they did that. My friend had a casino. My friend had an online casino, and he made bank some years ago. All right, you guys ready? You guys is. I mean, if everyone did like $1 a night, everyone did $1, $2 a night, I would be. It would be pretty good. However, no one does that. Although everyone probably can, right? It's like no one's that poor. No one's one of like from those third world fundraising countries. $1 a day can get poor Betty food and water for a week, for a month, and she could go to school. Hassan gave it to me once. That's it. Basically, paid for everyone. Anyway, guys, ready? I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not why I do this, but still, I don't. It's I don't like feeling stuck. It's not good, especially when I see other folks giving really, really bad information and them getting thousands upon thousands, even millions of eyes. Right. And it's quite hard making content too, which I also need to do by myself. Anyway, you guys ready?
Apocalypto was entirely shot digital, and most people don't know that.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Stop. Sorry.
Hello. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Am I beautiful?
Am I beautiful? I can't promote that post.
Yeah.
All right. You're good. Welcome. All right. Is everyone ready? Like I said, please donate. I want to get this website finished. I need about $13 to $50 for hosting. That's to either pay for a month or the whole year. I need to get like $30 to $40 to pay the guy to help me integrate it. And that's it. It has a forum and a bunch of other stuff for you guys to, leave messages on and communicate with each other through a website. To be kind of integrated into, so if you can't really figure out the Discord, you could just use that. And what can I do? I have to. This is my only thing I could do. Anyway, so um, I know it won't always be that. Hopefully, one of these days I'll just be able to get enough views on my channels so I can just do that, right? Because that is possible. I am trying to get this thing back again so I could monetize my channel. They're like, send a lease. And they're like, oh no, this isn't the right lease. And I sent it again. It's like, yes, it is. So, yep. I mean, that's ideally what I would like to do. All right. And if I was really dishonest, I would either just co-opt with the new age stuff and grow very quickly, or I would do like make it into like a Christian channel, right? And just actually the commie would get upset if I lied and wouldn't do it. The healings would stop working. So I have to be honest. Yeah, if I start talking, I know if I start talking and just like, yeah, people stay and like listen because that's just what that's so what they're used to. They're just used to talking heads with slogans, right? Let me see. What do you guys want me to talk about today? Let's give it a try. What should I talk about? Give me a topic. Hmm. Dragons. I'm not dragons. The commie hill bad people. Yeah, because bad people aren't and people aren't. Um, People don't have control over their own behavior. I think you are too. How do you stop earthquakes? Purify the land. I did that too. Remember the manga and then Baba Yaba prophecies? They said the same thing, right? Then there was a bunch of earthquakes. Not saying I did some major purification work, but I purify land too in the same way we do this. That was not an easy night or an easy week. It was really stressful. And you guys have, you did you? Yeah, yeah. Um, my friend Diana is really good at weather stuff. It's quite crazy, but she caused a couple of floods. She wasn't careful. They don't have control over themselves. I'm making a map about astrology. Why do magnets sit? Because she has metal plates in her head. They also they also pick up radio signals. She Spidey's always had that talent. Yeah, exactly, Jason. My friend, she can cloud bust. I tried. Yeah, I can't do it. It's like, oh man, that'd be a cool party trick. I just can't right now. And then I figure I haven't. But then again, I haven't put much time into it. Do we have free will? No. It depends. Some people have more free will than others. Yeah, that happened. I wrote a script about it. I want to do an animated film about something very like that R2. The same with, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but yeah, it's a thing. You're able, Spidey. Your talent is to being able to pick up radio signals, AM radio signals with your mind. I don't know. What do you want to know about dragons? I mean, they have a realm. They do stuff. They offer different things. Thank you so much for sending a little bit more, Marlena. I could go ahead and, oh, gosh. I was kidding, guys. Did Edward Casey made a prophecy on cats? Oh yeah. Well, we're about to do a healing. Oh yeah, they're stronger now. I forgot about that. Remember yesterday it was stronger, guys. I tried something yesterday. It was stronger. Who was here? I'll do it again. Yes, I figured something out. I go to Japan in 9 days. No, not 9 days. I leave on the ninth. I leave on the ninth, and apparently it's going to be stronger then. Until then, while I was doing the healing, I actually placed myself there. Why do bad people get stuff? Because they, because of subversion. They don't get it, it's more likely take stuff. Yeah, I'll do that again tonight. If I just what I do is I place myself back there to like memories of places I've been. I imagine I'm standing with my feet there, and yeah, that's what I did. I'm gonna do it again tonight. You gotta stop getting scared about stuff, Bridge. Stop doing that. You know, I mean, my the unseen map I did. I mean, I think I explained that how things hang on to stuff like fear and sorrow and things like that. You have to go. That's stuff that it's hard for me to that I can't remove in one place, one time. I could remove the attachments, but I cannot readily remove the anchors, which is why physical stuff is much easier to remove than the emotional because yeah, people let themselves get caught up into it. And fear is the worst one, or the easiest one, or it should be. Fear is um, the strongest illusion. So, if that being said, is everyone ready? I am imagining places. I'm imagining myself back already. Not really back already. I'm putting my feet where things, where I used to be, and I'm going back. So I think it's about alignment. No, you don't have to. It's all me, Jason, right now. However, there will be some stuff for you. Give it time. And yeah, like I said, on the ninth, from the ninth, it'll just be that much stronger. Or the 10th, I'll get there. Yes, I will be in Japan from the ninth. I have to do a bunch of stuff. I got my storage already. I got to do Uber to get my stuff in there. Ubers. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different than that. It's not quite the same as that. But anyway, I have to finish my apps and stuff. You guys ready? Any new people here who've never been before? Here we go. Everyone, for new people, lie down, relax, breathe, let the energy work. Amaterasu mi oyano kami no misu maru no inochi terashi kuni shizuka nari amaterasu mi oyano kami no misu maru no inochi terashi kuni shizuka nari tsukiyo mitsu mi oyano kami no ikke no homo tsuki ni tsusurite kagami no koto shi tsukiyo mitsu mi oyano kami no ikke no homo tsuki ni tsusurite kagami no koto shi. Taka amahari ni kamazamarimasu. Kamaroki, Kamaromi no Mikoto moshite, Sumemi, Oyakama, Izanagi no Okami, Tsukushi no Himaka no Tachibana no Oda no Awagigahara ni Misoki, Harai, Tamaishi, Toki ni Are Maseru. Harai dono, お神たち、もろもろの魔がごと罪帰りを、払いたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、やよりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみもます。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すみみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしの、ひめかの、立ちばねの、おどの、あわぎがはれに、みそき、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの、お神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみがいるよ。はらいたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみもまおす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしの、ひめかの、立ちばねの、おどの、あわぎがはるに、みそき、はらい、たまいし、ときに、あれませる。はらいどの、お神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりよ。はらいたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみもます。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしの、ひめかの、立ちばねの、おどの、あわぎがはれに、みそき、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの、お神たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかえりよ。はらいたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つ神、国つ神、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみもまおす。どうその神、あまていらします。すめみ神の耳によ、伝えて教え導きのたまわく。人はすなわち、神とのもとの主であり、何時らの真知の挑ましむることなかれ。この家に目にもろもろの風情を見て、心にもろもろの風情を見ず、耳にもろもろの風情を聞いて、心にもろもろの風情を聞かず、口にもろもろの風情を言って、心にもろもろの風情を言わず、身にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情に触れず、心にもろもろの風情を思とも、中心にもろもろの風情を思わず、この時に清く潔きことあり、もろもろののりは影と形のことし、清ければ汚れることなし、ことを取らばうべからず、皆花よりずの身となる。我が身はすなわち六根所者、六根所者の理解に、ごぞの真君兄なり、ごぞの真君兄なるが、故に天地の神と男なり、天地の神と男なるが、故に万別の霊とてなり、万別の霊とてなるが、故になすところにこって成就せずしことなし、無常霊法、真珠仏教、天上仏教、名因理想、神奈川霊払いたまえ、極めたまえ、守りたまえ、先はいたまえ、照らしたまえ、導きたまえ。高めの腹にかむずまります。攻め神たち、いやわらしたも、特殊の水の宝持ちて、余ってる国てるひけ雨のほ、あかり、くしたま、にき、あやひのみことに、続けたもこと教えてのたまわけ、 今しこの水の宝持ちで、中作りに案は下り、会う人ぐそ沈め収めよ。会う人ぐそおよび、よりずの者の嫁のことあらば、やめ宝持ちで、いくらいた沈みに来て、御霊沈みの祭りを、なして水の宝を振るべ、そのかむほきの言葉に曰く、日の日のと、日の日のと、寿司の寿司のと、かのかのと、水の水のと、ひふみよいむなやこと。二のと古べいろといら、かしたて祭ることのよしをもちて、平ら結局ぎこしめせと。命長く子孫羽、時はかき割り、あまりたまい、先はいたまい、かじたて祭り、人生寿命死にかじ。と神、えみたも、看護心、そうにかんだけん、払いたまい、極めたも、keep relaxing everyone. Let the energy work. 高天張にかむずまります。かむら南かとまして、すみみおやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひめくの、立花の大戸の、あぎがはるに、みそぎ、あらい、たまいし、ときに、ありまする。あらいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりょ。あらいたまいきやめたまいと、まおすことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やお、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみもまおす。高天はりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひむけの、立花の大戸の青木がはるに、いそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありまする。はらいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいりょ。はらいたまいきやめたまいど、まおすことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やよりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみもまおす。かんながらとまちやませ。かんながらとまちやませ。かんながらとまちやませ。Alright, guys, how was that one? Think we'll do another one because I got pretty good donations. Stronger, yep. I felt it. I felt like little things being cleared on myself. I feel good. Actually, I feel like refreshed. Actually, Jason, I imagine myself at a Shinto shrine I went to a long time ago that had like a yard, actually. God, no reception here. Very old shrine, too, in Tokyo. What else you guys get? So far, two, three-ish people chimed in out of 25-ish. How was it, guys? I think this is just a preview of how it's going to be like when I'm in Japan. I think it's going to be much strong. I think it's going to be different. I'm hoping. It's my theory-ishness. I have no idea what you're talking about, Kasan, but okay. Okay, I'll give you some minutes. I've made 3 sales of my map. Just so you guys know, on Patreon, I have an unseen practice map. There's a lot of information. It's like a short book. There's so much stuff written on it. Gives you a visual idea of some of the stuff I'm talking about. I am doing another one. Good. Hi, hi, Candace. Maybe you could take a look for me. Are things gonna what's gonna change once I get to Japan on the 9th? Candace is highly clairvoyant. Yes, Isaac, it is. So apparently, like I said, just like right now, I'm like imagining I'm putting myself in the past. I'm thinking about the past and imagine standing where I've stood before. If that makes sense. Yeah. So, but I'm like shifting myself energetically into the past to Jade is busy doing mother stuff and she's working through full time right now. Has to be that way until things grow, I guess. So she comes in and out. She's a good person. Yep. Yeah, she is. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Isaac. I got that. I appreciate it. Let's see where I'm at. I would like to get this. I have a checklist of things I need to finish. Other than I already got the storage unit, thankfully, um, to make sure my integration is good. We're gonna do one another 40, 50. So, um, I think I could. Let's see. I'm on freelancer now, looking at bids, and I think I could. I have a few new people who did the $30 bid with really good reviews. Pakistan, but he has good reviews too. Kenya. That girl don't live in Kenya. So yeah, we're gonna do another one of the strong ones. I am gonna do meditations from the Jinja in Japan. I'm gonna do videos there. Maybe a live. Let me see. So looking at some shrines now. Abe no Seime statue. Oh, this is good. I can't wait. All right. Docomo, no, I have my iPhone still. I'll fix that up. I wanted to cut the seed. Yeah, I feel fresh too. That was good. Yeah. Give me a second. So, yeah, we'll do another one. These are stronger energetic pull. Exactly. So, part of that thing I'm doing, has to do with where I'm going on the ninth, and also imagining where I've already stood in the past, because energetically I've been there before, and since time doesn't have any real meaning, meaning, I am energetically still there right now, although it's not quite as integrated because we're in the present. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sort of sense? Does it? Before we start another one, what's time? Nope. See, this is the issue I have, right? Um, the reason why I do philosophy is, it's not what it says, it's not opinions, it's like pre science. In the past, um, before science became science, it was a philosophy. And with that said, it can get quite complicated. It's not just like repeating different introspections, it's much more than that, right? It's much more than just that. And with that said, people simplifying the unseen is a disaster. It's like simplifying biology. It's very integrated stuff, complicated. Mm, so expect that. I I think I think there's gonna be a time when, like, clinicians and scientists are going to start running with this whole unseen dimension stuff, and just saying that, and people just having their own beliefs about it aren't necessarily going to work. It's not going to work. It's just kind of, it's ironically funny, right? Because instead of people saying science says that's impossible, they're going to go on, well, actually, the science says this and this and this and this about the unseen. Anyway, I think I lost a few people with that. Are you guys ready for the next one? Did you guys purchase my unseen map on my Patreon? I think it's going to help. It'll help with more breakthroughs. They don't mean the same thing, those fighting. I am not going to map the void. I'll talk about it, but I'll leave it to someone. I don't know. I might one day. We'll see. Well, that's the thing, guys. That one of these things. So I saw a thing about singers. They're worried about AI replicating and stealing their voice. But once people are more energetically sensitive, that's not going to work because they'll understand that there's energy behind someone's voice if it's a singer and musician, right? So once that's happened, that profession, kind of entertainment profession, will keep carrying on, right? Because it'll have an effect. Whereas if it's just an AI generated voice, it will not have that. And it already has that. There's already the difference. There's people can't really perceive it, even though it's happening, right? Any of you guys ready for the next one? I think probably if I bring in about 15, 10 or 15, 20 more dollars tonight, I'll be able to get the website project going and finished. Um, I'm still waiting for these eBay payouts. It is so slow, and that should be able to help me get where I'm going and stuff. Any type of music except for bad metal. Yeah, that actually tears up your etheric field. I'm just the messenger. If you like that stuff, you heard a great Kansas. You heard that a great clearing will begin for the homecoming etheric field. Yeah, death metal, exactly, Isaac. You guys ready for the next one? Hmm. But yeah, it's bad for you. It's bad for you. It tears you apart. Astral field. Is that etheric? It's different. You feeling it already, guys? Or about the? I'm starting to feel it already. Astral plane is weaponized. It's predatory. That's for sure. I saw what you said about the guy on Sean's show today, Isaac. Kind of laughed. I mean, it's not funny, but I didn't laugh. I felt bad. Yes, it is policed. Exactly. I did. I bet he's in a Reiki too. I bet. I think Sean knows enough from knowing me. Did he kind of flinch, or did what did how did Sean respond to that, Isaac? So yeah, you kind of have to when you're a host because if you just challenge all of your guests, then you won't have any. I That's why I don't have a show. It's like I can't do it. I'm actually going to be on the Skeptic Metaphysician again after some years on the 5th. We're going to record an episode. And I'm going to actually try to convince the host to remove his Reiki. Yeah. Yeah, John. Worms are quite normal. Astral worms. And then I have an old Taoist text that even says that love, intercourse without love, you can attract worms. They don't or absorb them. They don't really say that it's energetic. They don't, but that's what they meant. Convince. Well, I mean, it's like he already got cancer once, Hassan, and I actually helped him with that, and it's gone now. But yeah, people don't really draw the correlation between the Reiki and getting sick because it's so offset and there's a lot of things happening in that process and other people tell them some that it's great and yeah, it's how can I say it? Yeah, I mean, it's just not helpful in the long run. Ouija boards, they do stuff too. Without love. Let's see the giant animation. Um, does he look sick? Yeah, they people can't correlate that it's doing that stuff to them because it's offset. It gives them a high. They think it must be feel good, And because they sit around in a drum circle saying all the same things, it's they believe it, right? Are you guys ready for this next one? And like I said, please donate. I probably need to come up with 10, 20 more dollars to get this website hopefully up by tomorrow. You guys can start using it. There's a forum there. There's journals. I have a dream journal you can use and share. You guys can kind of like work and interpret each other's stuff, which is kind of cool. You make posts, and people will join. Once it's up, I will be able to post times for the healings, the interference with astral policing. No, unfortunately, it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, it's always there. It's just a matter of being caught or not, right? But yes, the astral is policed. Um, Usually, when you join the astral, so traditionally, when you travel to the astral, you travel there with familiars, and your familiars protect you there, which is not something that people do, especially in New Age, because they don't know that it's a thing, or they'll think that their cat is their familiar. That is not what a familiar is. So, yeah. Once I'm able to get my clear audience back and I can conjure better, I could do familiars for people, but right now I cannot. Did you hear that? Isaac will match it and we'll be able to um, I'll get that site done. Yeah, because there's no forum where people can just like talk about development and purification without someone with, I don't know. I think the forum will be good. It's okay, Isaac. Or Sem Kasan. If you do $1, it's fantastic. You do what you can. I know you're not in a wealthy country. Okay, good. I got a bunch of homework, of course. I'll be up doing it all night. No, the dollar's great. I mean, it's great. Yeah. I mean, when people in some place, in some places, like people only make $100 a month. Again, that's $1 great. That's a medium income in a lot of countries. Like when there's an influx of people from India or Pakistan or Sri Lanka, right? I mean, I can't expect them to all pay like big $30 memberships. It's just not feasible. It has to be things have to be accessible to everyone. That's why it's do what you can. Exactly, Oracle. Are you guys ready? Yeah, I mean, it's. Thank you. No, she's not threatening you. Stop, guys. Stop, stop. All right, you guys ready for the next section? With that being said, Isaac said he'll match $10 for anyone who sends it, and that's gonna push me over the top. And I'll have a website for you before I leave. Saying I'm not leaving yet. I'm not leaving till the 9th. You said, hey, like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, yeah, you mean when I'm leaving. All right, here we go. Same deal, and I'll place myself. Here we go. Amaterasu mi oya no kami no misu maru no inochi Teidashi Kuni Shizukanari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizukanari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizukanari Tsukiyomitsu Mi Oyano Kami no Ikke けの思う月に綴りて鏡のことし月よ見つみ親の神の一家の思う月に綴りて鏡のことし高天張にかむずまります。カムロギ、カムロミのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神尽くしの夢かの立花の大野の青木が春に、みそぎ、払い、玉石、時に、あれませる。払いどの狼たち、もろもろの間がごと罪がいるよ。払いたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やお、夜ずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみも申す。高天張にかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おえかむ、いずなぎの神尽くしの今かの立花の大戸の青木が晴れに、みそき、払い、玉石、時に、あれませる。払いどの狼たち、もろもろの間がごと罪がいるよ。払いたまい、清めたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やお、夜ずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみも申す。どうすの神、あまていらします。すみみ神の身胸を伝えて教え導きの玉わく。人はすなわち神と神とのもとの主だり、あじろの真摯を勇しむることなかれ。この家に目にもろもろの風情を見て、心にもろもろの風情を見ず、耳にもろもろの風情を聞いて、心にもろもろの風情を聞かず、口にもろもろの風情を言って、心にもろもろの風情を言わず、身にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情に触れず、心にもろもろの風情を思とも、中心にもろもろの風情を思わず、この時に清く潔きことあり、もろもろののるは影と形のことし、清ければ気が出ることなし、ことをとらばうべからず、皆花よりずの身とはなる。我が身はすなわち六根処女なり、六根処女なるがゆえに、ごずの真君兄なり、ごずの真君兄なるが、ゆえに天地の神と男なり、天地の神と男なるが、ゆえに万物の霊と体なり、万物の霊と体なるが、ゆえになすところにこて長寿せずということなし、無常霊法、真珠仏教、天上無休、名誉入賞、神が列、払いたまい、清めたまい、守りたまい、先はいたまい、照らしたまい、導きたまえ、 高めの晴れにかむずまります。生命神たち、いやわらしとも、溶けすの水の宝持ちで、余っている国ているひけ雨のほあかり、くしたま、ねぎはやひのみことに、しずけたもこと教えてのたまわく、今しこの水の宝持ちで、中津国に雨下り、あう人草沈め収めよう。あう人草および、よりずのものの病のことあらば、神宝を持ちて、見下いた沈みに起きて、見た目沈みの祭りを、なして水の宝を振るべ、その神ほぎの言葉に曰く、火のい火のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。二のと古べいらいら、かく祈りせばまかりともさらにきなんとしとも。雨の神の身をやみこと乗りかけとめて、雨の岩船に乗りて、河内の国の川上の光る画面に雨下りましまして、大和の国、引きの山のふもと、白庭の高庭に移しましまして、いつき祭りとも、なぜけて、イスの神の狼と申し立て祭り、よよかむ宝を持ちて、よりずの者のために、古べの鎌ごと持ちて、つかすなしと家の古の見た目の神と、敬い、立て祭り、すめみこと、おもらじ、踊るその神たけきを持ちて、いつきに使え祭りとも、物のべの神の社、雨がした、よりずのもののたごいなり、いてんもと神宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡、へいつ鏡、やつかの剣、いく玉、たる玉、まかるが石の玉、ちいが石の玉、おろちのひれ、はちのひれ、くすくすのもののひれ、さらにとけすの神、火のい火のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。二のと古べいらといら、かしたて祭ることのよしをもちて、平らけくひこしますと、命長く子孫羽、時はかきわに、守りたまい、先はいたまい、かじたて祭り、人通寿命心力かじ、と神、えみたも、看言心、そうにかだけん、払いたまい、清めたも。Everyone relax and breathe. Taga amahari ni kamazumarimasu. Kamaragi, kamarami no mikoto moshite. すめみおやかむ、いずなぎの狼つくしのひまくの立ち花の大野の青木ヶ原に、みそき、払い、玉石、時に、あれませる。払いどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごと積み返りを。払いたまい清めたまえと回すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、や、よりずの神たちともに彦しめすと、かしこみかしこみもまおす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみおやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひまくの立ち花のおどの青木がはるに、みそぎ、払い、たまいし、時に、あれませる。払いどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごと積み返りよ。払いたまい清めたまえと回すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、や、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと。かしこみかしこみも回す。かながらたまちやませ。かながらたまちやませ。かながらたまちやませ. All right, everyone, how was that? Ooh, I feel double good. Got a dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar today. Hey, hey. That being said, $9 more, and Isaac will match it, and I will be able to get this website project going. How was it? Strong too, guys? I'm feeling it more than I ever have, by the way, while doing these. I'll have a website for you guys tomorrow. Extra tingly. Thank you, Miss Tammy. Feel happy feet? Good. Glad this is doing so much for you, John. So the Next Level Soul podcast says, "Hi Benton, thank you for your prompt response and your guest submission. We will review your materials when capacity allows. Please know that we review all submissions with care, and if alignment is found, we may reach out for you out for next steps. To be transparent about our process, we receive a high volume of subscriptions and have far fewer interview slots available in comparison. As a result, most cannot be accommodated. Our decisions are influenced by many factors, including production needs, scheduling, and the overall direction and goals of the show. These considerations can shift throughout the year, so timing can also play a role. If you don't hear from us, it simply means the submission did not align with our goals at the time of review. We truly appreciate your understanding and wish you the very best moving forward. So, I don't know what that means. Am I going to be able to do this website tonight? If someone does the match for the $9 and Isaac match it, I'll be able to do it, and I'll do another healing and clearing tonight since we're on a roll. Although I have other things to do, like a lot. Do you think these are useful or valuable? Isaac is gone. Oh well. See. Oh well. You're interested in my books? Okay, we could have a share. We can have a share. Yeah, don't do that, guys. Do not. If you guys argue about stuff, I'll shut this down so fast. Like really. If you, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, there we go. So we will interested in studying channel. Let's see what I have. Like I only so as far as books, it takes me um so like everything in books isn't going to work for everyone, right? Um sometimes I like a lot of times I find one thing in a book that helps. But others I find a lot of good information or helpful information. There was one book I read. Um, the guy was like, I don't know why I'm putting out this book because like it's not going to work for almost no one. Maybe like one or two or people it will. but he had a suggestion about instead of um, visions, like having visions communicated to you, people who are doing having that, it's create your own symbolic alphabet with things that mean to you, and you'll be that will be communicated for you. Does that make sense? With and I was able to think about that a little bit more, and it's like, oh, you could do the same thing since they're symbolic, having symbolic meaning. You could do that with Chinese characters, and I've been teaching that to people who know Chinese characters, and yeah, they were able to see them, which is cool. No, no Morinoki, and we're not doing that anymore, obviously. So anyway, um, yeah, create your own sim. If you're confused, if you have visions and you're confused about them, you don't know what they mean. Um, create your own visions and assign your own meaning to them, and those will start being communicated with you. Does that make sense for any of you guys who are lost when they see things? Sometimes, not everyone sees visions right now, although you can. Sort of, yeah. It could be audio, but it's better to be visual because spirits prefer to communicate that way. It's easier. Yeah, you can make your own symbolic system. That's actually safe. I know I warn people a lot about stuff, but yeah, for communication, you could create your own alphabet and have it visualized to you, your own symbols. Um, just don't do late. Don't like healing. Don't start healing people with light language and junk like that because it's not that. It's other stuff. All right, somebody sent me. Who sent that? Thank you, by the way. From Canada. Mandy, thank you, Mandy. I'm going to get this website done. Let me go grab some books, pick some, and I will introduce you to a few of them. How does that sound? More like knowing. So you want to train that so it's visual, Mandy. Yeah, great, Allison. So it seems I do have some new people. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I do these. I try to do these every night. And if you want to do a donation right now, I'm kind of strong on that right now, but I'm leaving for Japan on the 9th. These healings will be stronger. Um, and I want to get this website up and going. I also I have to get packed. I have to print all these in storage. I was able to get the storage today, thanks to you guys. The truck cleaning, maybe someone helped me move. And then, yeah. I just now need to get there. I need to ride to the airport. I need to get a taxi when I get there. It's not as much as that. It's not that bad. I have to get a hotel for a night before I can move into the dorm. I sold 2 collectible games on eBay. They just haven't. They just haven't. What's it called? It hasn't processed yet. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, do you have any books on angels? Okay. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm looking where I'm going to share. All right, let's see. Uh, Okay. All right. Uh, what are you guys talking about? Trying to read what you're saying. Why your dog smell when it rains? You guys, yeah, it's really hard for me to understand what you're talking about when you. No offense, that's only what I think. I think y'all having a placebo. I don't know what you're talking about. So this is the night parade of 100 demons, and it is a book about a field guide to Japanese yokai, and it basically just lists all the spirits, and there's these cool drawings. Like it's just a bunch of Japanese folklore. I'm not sure if you can see it, and it has like a description about it. Like this guy, I'll read one. Like shoujo, uh, translation none, based on the Chinese character for the same creature. A habitat, a coast, islands, and shallow waters found throughout Japan. Diet omnivorous, extremely fond of sake. Appearance, along the mountainous coast of Japan lives a race of intelligent sea spirits named shoujo. They look like man-sized apes with long, shaggy red hair. Their faces are also reddish and blushed as if drunk. Shoujo are bipedal like humans and occasionally wear clothes or skirts made of seaweed. Behavior, shoujo spend their lives drinking large quantities of alcohol and playing in the sea and sand of secluded beaches. They revel in drunken silliness, singing, dancing, and enjoying life. Despite their silly appearance and demeanor, they are said to be wise, extremely fond of sake and other types of alcohol. They are excellent brewers themselves and can distill a powerful brine wine from seawater. The taste of the wine varies depending on the uh, in bibber. If he is a good person, the wine will be delicious. However, if he is a wicked person, it will taste like a foul poison. The wine may even kill him if he does not change his evil ways. The translation: Shoujo can understand human languages and even parrot a number of words. They are curious and gentle towards friendly humans, and generally peaceful. Shoujo keep to themselves, preferring to remain apart from the world of mankind. Occasionally, there have been stories of groups of shoujo harassing sailors and ships which stray too close to their homes. Uh, these stories are rarely violent. Usually, the shoujo flee into the water after stealing a few barrels of sake. Right. Origin. The name shoujo is the Japanese version of the Chinese name for these ape-like spirits. Um, the name connotes liveliness, a fitting match for the personality of these creatures. Due to the orangutan's physical resemblance to this yokai, the name shoujo is applied to that species of great ape in both Japan and China. Additionally, shoujo can be used to refer to a person who is a heavy drinker. Yes, they're non physical. The famous artist and yokai painter Kawanbe Chosai jokingly referred to himself as a shoujo in this way. All right, so the next one I have the art of alchemy, and I have the art of mysticism, and I actually have the art of magic too. It's another one he does, and these talk about the mechanics of these things quite thoroughly. They're quite good. If you want to understand the energy bodies and how it works, I recommend these. I recommend the art of magic the most, but don't try to do all of them at once. Please, just do one. The art of alchemy is good. The art of mysticism is good. It helps with your clairvoyance. So this, I'll get to the angel books in a second. But I don't trust angels, right, guys? And does anyone know why you don't? Does anyone I don't? I, no, angels. Not necessarily, not necessarily ego focused. They take your sovereignty. Yes. Why do they take their sovereignty? Not necessarily. They reform your structure, right? Oh, the author, Gabriel Saram, is the author of these books. I actually could recommend these ones. They're yes, angels are militaristic, absolutely. So, another book I have, the Gnostic Gospels. Reunification. Thanks. Yeah, it's militarist. It's a militaristic system. It's structured, right? It's not an escape, which is what the Gnostic Gospels talk about. The Gnostic Gospels discuss breaking out of that system, right? So pick a page from um, the Gnostic Gospels. Someone pick a page. There are 151. There are hundreds. Let me see how many pages. 169 pages. Pick a page. '63. 63. I'm reading 63. All right. The initial repentance of Sophia. O light of lights, as when my trust has receded from the dawn, hear my lament. Protect me from the sinister thoughts that have crept within. Right? Does anyone know about Sophia, the divine feminine? Right? And what's that saying? I set my gaze on a radiance in the lower realms, thinking I would journey there and lay claim to that light. I ventured, but ended up envisioned in the obscurity of chaos below. I found myself unable to ascend back to my realm. As the emanation of self willed relentlessly besieged me, their lion faced power forcibly wrestled my inner light. I cried out for salvation, but my pleas were imprisoned in the darkness. My gaze then turned upward, seeking the light I had unwaveringly trusted. As I looked above, I saw the rulers of the eons peering down in countless numbers. Their jubilation at my plight confounded me, for I am committed no wrongdoing. Nonetheless, they bore in unprovoked hatred towards me. Observing the ruler's satisfaction, the emanations of self willed, I concluded that these rulers would not come to my aid. Thus emboldened, these emanations intensified their aggression, stepping away the remaining light I had yet to lose. Truthful light, you understand that my actions arose from innocence. I believed the lion faced light power belonged to you. My transgression stands opposed before you. I implore you, O Lord, O light of the celestial powers, do not let me languish in deprivation. From the onset, I placed my faith in your light. Allow me not to father you in the distance of my light. Your influence and the allure of your light drove me to this predicament. My shame is overwhelming. The illusion of your light alienated me from my siblings, the invisibles, and the lofty emanations of Barbelo. All right, does anyone know what any of that means? No, this is the Gnostic book. What do the Gnostics say about the universe? Does anyone know? I know it's hard to like follow what I was saying because the language is so thick, but no, what is the basis of Gnosticism? You don't know the Gnostic philosophy. All right. In Gnosticism, it is believed that there was a creator that isn't describable because, um, as I've discussed, it's more fractured than just being one thing. Um, and basically, it discusses the demigod, a false creator god. Um, yeah. Well, no, it's the demigod. It's the false creator. There's a false creator god that stands the seeds that keeps people trapped. Its purpose is to stop people from ascending and absorb, and is really only interested in its own power. Um, sorry, guys, I'm a little tired, but um, does anyone know? Can anyone explain it in the chat? The ego loop, personal. Yeah, the creator they refer to as a false creator. That wasn't very popular in the during the dawn of Christianity, by the way. That idea. So they weren't. Yeah, they weren't popular. But anyway, the core belief of the Gnostics is that the material world is a trap and created by a false or lesser god called the demigod. And so I guess human souls come from a higher divine source beyond this world, but we're imprisoned in flesh and ignorance. As I explained before, we're blocked from remembering stuff. It's not flesh is a gift. However, the condition we experience is not how it's supposed to be. Um, so basically, the the path to salvation from that is not through faith; it's through gnosis, which is direct inner knowledge of the divine spark within, which we're trying to actually connect to here as we clear, which is why it takes a long time. And it's the idea is to awaken the soul to its true origin and free itself from the illusions of the world. And that leads eventually to a higher reality beyond matter. Yeah. No, the demogorgon isn't Loki. Loki is quite pleasant. Yeah, John knows the Gnostic stuff probably better than I do. And it also said there's many gods and goddesses that are helpful, right, John? That the Demogorg has basically oppressed, or how can I say it, has subjugated, right? Mm-hmm. Are you okay, Kasan? Well, you could study. Lots of people have studied Gnosticism more than I have. So, including John, they can explain better. Like, um, the way I do things is I already have a way to get to the divine spark, and I don't need Gnostic knowledge to disseminate it or to get to it or to clear with that. And Gnostics don't even really know how to do it, to be honest. So um, that's why I have it. Yeah. So anyway, I have angelic sigils, and calls. But like I said, I don't need these because it's it's it rearranges the structure that we're establishing with these purification rites. It's not helpful. I mean, it is if you want to stay in that way, but this is, just better. So next one, this is good. So the Eyes of Perception by Ivo Dominguez. Gnostics became too embroiled with Christianity. Absolutely. This is a good one too. It discusses the middle pillar, right? And a few other things. But it's a little bit more dense than the other books I had showed you. And with that said, here's a Gnostic prayer book. You guys want to try? We can do this, by the way. It won't be weird like the evangelical, the Nokian calls we did. It'll keep the same structure, in other words. You guys ready? We find one. Let's not. No, that's not what I want. I have to. All right, let me. No, Stixie. I agree with John. I'm not getting a hit. Sorry, guys. We're not doing it. And he's right, by the way. It's too it became too embroiled with Christianity. But this not doesn't mean there's not a lot of truth in it, because there is, right, John? You can read Thunder, Perfect Mind. Yeah, send me that book. What's that? Is that in the Gnostic text, John? So I have this too. I have the Book of Saint Cyprian, which is I like it a little bit more. I like saints a little bit more, and the reason why I do is because they're actually independent, and they it works a lot like kami, like venerated humans like Abe no Seimei, or even Emperor Meiji. Since they're enshrined, they can work on behalf of the living, and since they were human, um, they um, they they know what it's like, right? Does anyone know? Anyway, yeah. The doors of perception. You mean the keys to perception? This one. Ivo Dominguez Jr. He's actually well liked. A lot of people like him. Yeah, he knows. He knows his stuff. You'll find once you read books like these, you'll find that there's so much. Um, there's so much. They're much more technical than a lot of the New Age stuff. Well, they are more technical than the New Age stuff. There's more to do, and there's more moving pieces, and with that, more knowledge. But this one, you'll get a lot from this, and you'll be able to see the difference between an innate magical practitioner or adept magical practitioner and someone who's just like channeling, nonsense. All right, any questions before we finish today? Again, I will get this website started. Let me get the hosting and work on it and make sure you guys can have a cool forum. Jim Newman. I don't know Jim Newman. I see you, John. No, I didn't get an Akia. I'm going to Keio University. Going to Keio University. And to answer what else I'm doing, homecoming. Keys to perception. You'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot in this book. It's a pretty great one. Hmm. All right. I got enough to keep this going. But just do the keys to perception, guys. Do the keys to perception. You don't need the Saint Cyprian books, although it's very interesting, and they're quite expensive. They're released in grimoires. And you could also you can also get um, what's it called? A consorting with spirits. That's a good one too. Although I do have a few issues with the author. with that being said, he's all right. He's a decent person, and his book is good, especially this one. And again, too, we're basically doing that here. So we don't actually need to do any of the spellcraft in it. However, and we're using a different stream of that. Um, there's still a lot of good information in it. Consorting with spirits is a good one. Anyway, 3 hours, guys. Time to go. I'm not doing my schoolwork. And I really, really, really need to. Good night, everyone. Thank you for keeping me company. We will. Yes, I will be doing time to be announced. But subscribe to my channel. Turn on notifications. Is this your first time? Have you been here before, Allison? Or are you an Allison from before? I've had a couple Allisons. You are. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Anyway, I haven't done the old school Allison. Well, welcome back. Jeez, where have you been? Did you see my unseen practice map on Patreon? Is that what brought you here? Like, oh yeah. I'm gonna be doing more with the Patreon and other stuff. Oh yeah, if you haven't read anything, guys, yeah, my unseen practice map. That's a good one. Just need the good Norito stuff. Buy an ice. I know I could use an ice cream. That'd be nice, man. Alice has been was coming from a long time ago. And I want to thank everyone who donated today, and I also want to thank you all for being here. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. As you can see, I've gotten a little bit bigger. This is kind of a little bit busier. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It is a marathon and not a sprint. However, things are coming up. I am right before I go to Japan. I'm going to be on the first podcast I've ever done. Again, which is interesting. Um, what was that? The Ninja Pod. I am going back on the Ninja Pod. Has it gotten bigger? It's been a long time. I'm not going to be dressed as a ninja this time, unfortunately. It's kind of. I'm wondering have they grown? Yeah, they have 1,690 subscribers now. Wow. But well, my videos will get quite a lot. Their views haven't gone crazy, but that's okay. Let me see. I'm just checking it back out. Well, anyway, it's exciting. I can't wait. Oh, they have. Huh. Anyway, yeah, can't move. Dressed as a Ninja Turtle. That's okay, Kasan. You're just venting. Go have some fun. Go to a liquor store or um, hang out in a park. Maybe I'll go on dressed as a ninja and just like unmask myself. Maybe one of these days I'll get a ton of subs. No, no, they sell candy at the liquor store. I mean, get some high chews. Do I still have the costume? No, I don't. No, I'll just go on regular. It was a bad suggestion. Get some high chews. Yeah, they have mango and strawberry. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you again.